Well, hi. My name is Willis Blount, or Bill is my nickname. And I've fished for 60 years, actually.
Many of the challenges and issues that we faced as a family was what every fishing family faces.
When I was about 15 years old, I think I watched The Perfect Storm a couple too many times.
It's striking when people come to the port, especially from other smaller fishing ports. They're struck by, the size of the vessels here, the number of vessels in port.
Here in New Bedford, we have people from all over the world who are coming together for a common goal and to catch the best, highest quality seafood in the entire world.
Every one of these guys has stories they can tell. Close calls with death and storms they've been through and cool things and big trips and big tows of fish and stuff like that.
Fishing family home, you probably see some family photographs, but you definitely see boat photographs. So you see the boats that family either owned, the boats that the grandfather fished on, the boats over time, and so they are members of the family, indeed.
We have started this extraordinary venture called DATMA, Massachusetts Design, Art, and Technology Institute, which is meant to bring new ideas that show the confluence of design, art, and technology in the 21st century. This has been an area that has been about the revolution of ideas right from the beginning. When you think about how the whaling industry was here, how this was the home of Frederick Douglass and so many other people coming through this area with new ideas that sparked the changes that have created America. This should be a place where, in addition to the kinds of artists and designers and the history that are shown kind of in this little cultural hothouse, we wanted to bring things from the outside in. We wanted to bring new ideas, new people, new design and technology and art to add to this mix.
Something that's always tried and true has been the fishing industry, and I think that was something that really drew MASARY to that subject. And it's clear as soon as you walk along the waterfront, you understand that you're not just looking at vessels, you're like looking at gods and history and time, but something that is still has a heartbeat and is really important and it needs to be respected and appreciated.
Here we have an industry that's alive and well, challenged in some ways, but to capture that and to capture this piece of time as it's changing rapidly, I think it's just really, really important.
The artwork Vessels is a site-specific 3-part public art installation. It's site-specific in the sense that it's a reflection on the deep heritage of the fishing community and the contemporary fishing community and culture. The content within it was sourced from the site itself. Learning about the heritage, doing reading, looking up story, looking up folklore, interviewing fishing captains and fishermen and community members, but also video capturing and taking photographs of the textures and the color and the people and the place of that site. Something that we wanted to explore in having commentary on the vessels being a part of the town, a part of the community, a part of the street.
They are sculptural, that they are they're profound, but they're also sound and light instruments in and of themselves. They're not just tools or kind of like the tractors of the sea, but to us they struck us as artworks already, and as instruments ready to kind of participate in an artwork.
So when you install and activate a site-specific public art piece, is that the work starts to complete itself, both in the context of canvas, of sight, of sound. You see it in the place where it actually wants to live.
I'm a fisherman myself. I love to see process. I love to see hands. I'm a decoy carver. I love to see the birds. And I think that the kind of mosaic and overlaying of images was very, very powerful. And the sound added to it. It was a terrific, terrific experience.
The music really helps tie it together because it kind of moves you through the water, as it were, with the imagery.
And that simple shape of the roof and the house. So I love the containment of the video on that facade. I thought it was beautiful because the video itself was very organic, and yet there it was sort of like a sense of home.
I saw those images, those overlays coming together with the sound, particularly in very meaningful ways for me. I wanted more.
It became richer.
Yeah, and it became so rich and so beautiful and so deft the more I saw it.
So it was very evocative, and it was dramatic in an almost, I would say, meditative way. It had a quietness, but a strength to it at the same time. A force, a quiet force.
Having artwork downtown of the fishing industry and showing off more of the industry itself and putting a face to it really allows people to connect to the industry who otherwise, they eat the seafood, but they still don't make that connection.
Seeing that work makes me, when I'm down around the docks, sort of think about these boats in a different way.
There's also almost a mystical magic and beauty and romance to fishing. But then I didn't even want anyone around me except Bill. I just wanted to watch it and to think, that's us, we're part of that, and how wonderful it was.
People want to be known. They want to know that what they do is valued. It matters. In part, I think it's just a quintessential story of this place, New Bedford. But it's also a story that reaches out much beyond this place.